The trade winds have blown, and the Phoenix Suns have struck gold. They have acquired Bradley Beal in a blockbuster trade with the Washington Wizards. This trade has created a super team with its new big three in the heart of the desert. Imagine, if you will, a team that boasts the scoring prowess of Devin Booker, the unstoppable force of Kevin Durant, and now the deadly precision of Bradley Beal. It's a basketball dream come true. I mean, seriously, it's tough to argue against the fact that the Phoenix Suns now have a full-blown super team on their hands. Now, believe it or not, Booker actually predicted the possibility of a super team back in 2018. He had the foresight to see what was coming, even when the Suns were struggling. In an interview with Yahoo Sports' Vincent Goodwill, Booker said, and I quote, "I'd like to build a super team. I'd like the super team to come to me." At the time, people might have thought he was a bit delusional, considering the Suns were just 4-15 on the season. But fast forward to today, and Booker looks like an absolute genius. His vision is becoming a reality right before our eyes. But this isn't just about the present. The Suns are betting on the future as well. They've gone all in on the belief that the Booker-Beal-Durant alliance is the key to hoisting that coveted Larry O'Brien trophy. In Phoenix, there is no plan B. It's all or nothing, and they're ready to leave it all on the court. The trade. One of the key players involved in this deal is the seasoned veteran guard, Chris Paul. Now, here's the twist. CP3 was initially waived by the Suns with the expectation that he would re-sign with them under the veteran minimum. But then the trade happened, and Washington was not his final destination. The Wizards sent him to the Golden State Warriors in another trade involving Jordan Poole. Now, Chris Paul has been a vital part of the Suns' current roster and their style of play. His presence on the court has been a contributing factor to their success. But with this trade, the dynamic has shifted, and the Suns will have to adapt to life without him. With this offseason move, the Suns mean business, my friends. They are determined to make a serious run for their first ever championship. This trade has raised the bar for them, and if everything falls into place, they could very well become legitimate contenders. Now, there's one thing that should make Suns fans happy and optimistic about the future. After enduring years of penny pinching under the ownership of Robert Sarver, the Suns now have a new owner. That's Matt Ishbia, who's willing to spare no expense. He's ready to go all in, regardless of the price tag. But, and here's the catch, what comes next could have its consequences and haunt the Suns in the end. With this trade, the depth of the Phoenix Suns becomes the biggest unknown factor. As they enter a season with sky-high expectations, their depth will be put to the test. Can they sustain injuries? Will their bench players step up when needed the most? These are the pressing concerns that the Suns will have to address. Bradley Beal. It took Beal a whopping 11 years to bid farewell to Washington, D.C. But boy, did he leave a lasting impact during his time there. This man had a no-trade clause firmly embedded in his contract. And this speaks volumes about his dedication to the franchise. Standing tall at 6'4" as a shooting guard, Beal's addition to the Suns roster makes their duo even more lethal. With an average of 22 points per game, this guy brings another scoring option to the table for head coach Frank Vogel to work with. Speaking of Coach Vogel, his arrival in Phoenix marks the beginning of a new era and a fresh team culture. And Beal perfectly aligns with the grind-style team culture that Vogel has been vocal about since taking the role. Throughout his career, Beal has transformed into a mature shooting guard who plays with an undeniable fire. This attribute is precisely what the Suns need to elevate their effort level, on and off the court. It's a combination that the Suns have been yearning for, and Beal's arrival just amplifies their hunger for success. They're thirsty for the taste of champagne, and they're ready to put in the work to achieve greatness. Suns offense. Now, KD, Booker, and a healthy Beal will be the best trio in the NBA, no doubt about it. The Suns are set to boast one of the most formidable offenses in the league. If Bradley Beal can recapture his form from 5 years ago, that's how fans envision him, not as the lesser player of the past couple of seasons. We're talking about an insane amount of shot creation and shooting prowess rolled into 3 exceptional players. But it's not just about offense. The Suns have the defensive-minded genius Frank Vogel as their coach, and he's going to work his magic on DeAndre Ayton in the paint. Assuming the Suns keep Ayton and don't trade him for defensive depth, the team will have the ability to make crucial stops when needed. At their peak, these Suns have to be considered legitimate title contenders. I mean, think about it. They've got 3 scorers who excel in the mid-range game. You can expect to witness plenty of silky smooth swishes at the Footprint Center night after night. Oh, and let's not forget, Beal has the capacity to explode and score in bunches too. Just look at Beal's track record. He's had an astounding 30 games with 40 points or more, which is actually more than Booker himself. Beal's shooting consistency is simply remarkable. Shooting 46% on the field over his 11-year career is no small feat. and his 37% from beyond the arc speaks volumes about his scoring ability and unwavering confidence in his shot. So get ready to witness the Suns boasting not one, not two, but three players known for their scoring prowess. Combine that with the guidance of a defensive-minded coach, and we're looking at a Phoenix squad that's destined for greatness. The point guard. Now, here's an intriguing aspect to consider following this trade. The shift in ball handling responsibilities with CP3 is no longer in the picture. With Paul's departure, the offense will likely run through either Booker or Beal, both of whom are primarily listed as shooting guards. However, one of them will have to step up and assume the playmaking duties, taking on the demanding role of the primary ball handler. And if Booker takes on this role, we can expect a fast-paced and aggressive offensive attack. Booker will be free to control the offense, distributing the ball to the newly acquired Beal and the virtually unguardable Durant. The Suns can expect a lot of mid-range jump shots, with three highly accurate shooters in the lineup. It's worth noting that coming into the 2023-24 NBA season, Booker may undergo a transformation into a ball-handling point guard. However, it won't be an easy task. Booker will have big shoes to fill as he assumes a role he has technically never played in his career. Throughout his career, Booker has averaged 4.8 assists per game, but we can expect that number to see a slight increase as Beal and Durant unleash their scoring prowess during the season. It'll be fascinating to see how Booker adapts to his new responsibility and how well the offense flows under his guidance. Can he rise to the occasion and thrive in the expanded playmaking role? Only time will tell. Losing CP3. Over the course of 3 seasons, Paul served as a leader for the Suns and played a crucial role in the franchise's turnaround. His exceptional pick-and-roll chemistry with center DeAndre Ayton became a staple of the Suns' offensive system, creating opportunities for Ayton and opening up scoring opportunities for Booker. Risks. Now, trading for Beal does come with its fair share of risks. The availability of the Suns' new Big Three also raises concerns. At 30 years old, Beal has not played more than 60 games since 2018. Durant has faced limited game time due to injury since his Achilles injury in the 2019 NBA Finals. And Booker missed a significant part of the past season due to a groin injury. The Suns will find themselves heavily in the luxury tax, which may restrict their ability to bolster their roster depth. Yet, despite these factors, the Suns will immediately become a formidable competitor to the Denver Nuggets in the West. It also highlights the contrasting approaches to building a championship team. The Nuggets have exemplified patience, with Coach Michael Malone taking 8 years to build and win a championship. They have stuck with key players like Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray through injuries and slow development. The Suns, on the other hand, demonstrate impatience, firing Coach Monty Williams 2 seasons after making an NBA Finals appearance and making bold moves to bring in star players like Durant and now Beal. Chemistry is another differentiating factor between the two teams. The Nuggets have developed strong chemistry with Jokic and Murray playing together under Malone's guidance throughout their careers. In contrast, the Suns have seen frequent coaching changes for Booker, and the trio of Booker, Durant, and Beal have yet to share the court together. Additionally, the organization has let go of players like Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges. These two have grown alongside the team's stars and fostered chemistry. But despite these differences, both teams have overwhelming talent. For the Suns, the equation was clear. Talent is paramount. Despite the challenges that may come with integrating such a star-studded roster, the organization believes that Durant, Booker, and Beal together provide their best chance at competing for a championship in the near future. Do you think the Suns' new roster is a legitimate contender? Share your opinions in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth NBA discussions. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay locked and loaded for more thrilling basketball action.